All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Cam Capone News, the boy Art. We have a very special guest here. Toosii, what's going on with you, man?
What's the word, my boy?
How are you feeling, first off?
Man, I'm feeling good. You know
Yeah?
what I mean? I'm living life, breathing air. You know what I mean? I'm blessed.
Yeah. I mean that, though. Like, I feel like when I ask you that, I want you to give a sincere answer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when I listened to the last song that you put out,
Yeah.
you know, you talked about dealing with depression.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean that from an honest place. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Like, you know, every dog has his day. You know what I mean? So, I'm good, man. We all go through stuff, you know, so, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I wonder when you put that out, man, what was going through your mind when you decided to put that in the record?
I was in an emotional state, you know what I mean? Like an emotional roller coaster. I was really just going through some stuff at the moment. You know what I mean? And I was like, I can honestly say, like, I'd have made songs and been sad before, but like when I made that song, it was different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was actually like really hurting, like when I made that one. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah.
And just like how mentally demanding is it, you know, dealing with fame and then the constant attention? Like,
it's a lot, man. It's draining. But at the end of the day, I mean, and I'm trying to balance. I feel like, you know, with me, my problem is I done gave the world too much of me too soon. And I'm just learning how to dial it back right now. So,
well, no, go into that a little bit. What you mean you give the world a little bit of you too soon?
Like I done made it seem as if I'm too accessible. You know, too soon.
How can that be a problem?
You know, people start. Your values start to degrade, you know. People start to devalue you and look at you as if, like, you know, you're kind of semi-regular. When in reality, I'm nowhere near regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's something that I put on myself. And yeah, if I just stepped away from, you know, a lot of the things that I've been doing, things would be different.
Yeah. Would you say all of those are the reasons why, you know, you went on Instagram the other day and you were denouncing the fame and everything?
I think in that moment I was really just going through like one of those things where like I just needed to break from everything that I was doing and everything on the internet. That was really just it. You know what I mean? I just needed a break from the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you said you need a break from the world, but are you seeking the proper help to deal with everything?
Man, I'm working on it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by you working on it?
I'm working on it. It's a process. You know what I mean? I'm taking it day by day.
What does working on it look like for you? Like writing music? Is that therapeutic for you? Are you talking to people?
Writing
a specialist?
Music. Writing music. I haven't really gotten to therapy, but writing music helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been writing music.
I read an article, you know, a couple of weeks ago. The article has been out for a long time, but it was Lizzo. She was kind of like expressing her, you know, like how her rise to stardom was so fast, and around that time she was dealing with depression, so it was hard for her to adjust to things. Yeah. And I kind of reflect that to your life too, because you know your rise was fast. Like,
yeah,
do you feel like it was difficult adjusting to it as well?
Yeah, definitely was hard adjusting to it. Just trying to figure out what it is that I need to do and what it is like. What I don't know, like how it is I need to react to certain things and just things of that nature. So yeah, it was definitely hard for me. But I mean, we going through it every day, bro.
Yeah,
every day we trying to figure out how to deal with it all. So yeah.
And you kind of exploded too in a pandemic, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So how was that like too, dealing with the chaos of the world, and then you got to deal with the career at the same time?
Man, honestly, I don't know. Like, it was crazy. I mean, to blow up in the middle of a pandemic is yeah, I mean, pure talent. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, you know, dealing with the problems of the world while dealing with the problems, period, that you already facing is a lot to take on. But it takes a soldier to do it. So we still standing.
Yeah, I saw you share in the article. You said, you know, DaBaby told you if you can deal with, you make it through the pandemic, you can make it outside of when the world opened back up.
If you can make it through a pandemic, you can make it when you outside, when it's a regular world out here.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Was it a change for you? Like when the world opened up and you actually had to be outside and connecting with the people who were streaming your music?
Nah.
Or it was second.
Nah, because I was already connected.
You were doing that, yeah.
I was already connected. Like before we did like the shit in person and all of that, I've been connected with the fans. Yeah, I mean via Instagram lives and talking to them on Twitter and shit like that. So this shit, me and my fans are gonna forever be locked in. That shit isn't gonna change.
Yeah,
that's family.
Now the EP Boys Don't Cry. When this come out, the EP is already gonna be out. Yeah. So just the title alone, I saw a clip and you was kind of dissecting Boys Don't Cry, and just you said it represents the society that we're in, and specifically black culture and black men. Yeah. So like go into that a little bit, man. What does that title mean to you?
Man, Boys Don't Cry basically mean like like I said, our whole life we taught to not be vulnerable, and as men, we're not supposed to have emotions, and we're supposed to be tough. But to me, I feel like we live in a world where emotions is what make us who we are. At the end of the day, being vulnerable is a good thing to a certain extent, and men need to be able to grasp that concept that it's all right to share your emotions, because I mean at the end of the day, like, and it's coming from somebody who don't do it often. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like I'm able to say it, like, because it's not good to walk around tough every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that, man. So with that mindset, like, how important do you think it is for black men to be vulnerable? And what do you think happens to us when we release that energy out of our body?
Man, listen, like, just letting that energy out, it tackle the world as soon as you wake up the next day. It allows you to know that it's like it's releasing the pressure off of you. You know what I mean? And you wake up happier. You're not as sad. You're not as mad walking around, because as black men, what we tend to do is bottle up our emotions, and it's nothing. It don't do nothing but explode at the end. So
yeah,
I feel like as a black man, you just we gotta start to tackle our emotions a little bit better.
And I like that kind of thinking too, because I think it shows that we're human. You know what I mean? Because the internet sometimes push this narrative that everyone's perfect. You're not allowed to make mistakes. So I like that thinking, because it shows like, we're all human. We cry, we can make mistakes.
We cry, we make mistakes. We go through shit. We learn from them.
Yeah, and especially with you being a popular figure, like I do wonder, like how difficult is it for you to make mistakes in this social media era? Man,
honestly, it's like the world we live in right now it's no room for error. That's how the world look at it. But man, when you who you is, that'll never change. Like, we all gonna make mistakes. We all gonna go through things. At the end of the day, like, it's life, yo. It's about what you allow to bring you down. So I ain't letting shit bring me down.
Yeah, it's almost like you have no room to correct your mistake, because everything is being broadcasted at you.
At all.
Yeah,
I don't lie, but like shit. Yeah, we got this whole cancel culture shit going on and all that, man. But you can't cancel the motherfucker who don't care.
Yeah. What do you? Do you subscribe to that? Do you subscribe to cancel culture?
Man, fuck no. Hell nah, bro. If you can't cancel a motherfucker who don't care. I don't lie. I'm a Capricorn, bro. Man.
Yo, they really gonna think I'm a Capricorn too, nigga.
Bro, I told you, nigga. I'm talking. When your birthday?
January 3rd.
Yeah, January 9th, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I just met somebody yesterday whose birthday was January 3rd. Who was that?
The girl that you did.
Yeah, she said the same thing.
Her birthday was January
3rd. Hell yeah, bro. I don't lie, man. Man, listen, I'm telling you, I'm a Capricorn. I'm motherfucking nigga. You already know if all right, y'all don't fuck with me, cool. Like, what? Shit, y'all don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with y'all. Fuck, and leave it that way. Fuck.
Yeah.
Word.
I mean, I like this. I don't care attitude, because it kind of goes back to the whole like.
Because the people who love you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, when you've been counted out your whole life, I mean, when this shit wasn't even supposed to, not even to say it wasn't supposed to come this far, but it wasn't expected to come this far. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, yo, bro, don't shit bother you. Like, what the fuck could you say? I came from nothing. I'm talking about piss poor gas station to brush my teeth, motel with 3 kids, while my sister doing 3 years in the feds. I had to raise 3 kids. Like, I come from the trenches. I'm from the bottom of the bottom. What the fuck could you tell me? You heard? So that shit don't bother me. Mom Duke's working at Handy Hugo. Mom Duke's working at the sweepstakes. My motherfucking sister and brother boosting out the motherfucking store for Christmas because my mom can't afford shit. Like, niggas don't know about that for real. I come from the bottom of the bottom, so I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say about me, because at the end of the day, only God can judge me, and look how far I done came.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. I don't lie, ain't nothing about me special. They hated on God.
Man.
Nothing about me special, bro. They hated on God, bro. So
yeah, that's a real statement, yeah.
They hated on God, man. The man who created all this, they hated on him.
Right.
Threw stones at him and all. You think I'm supposed to be perfect? I don't work like that.
And just going off of not being perfect, man, like when you recently shared, your cheating story, what brought you to that point to express that with the world?
I mean, like, it was just a matter of, like, getting past it. You know what I mean? And, like, letting the world know, like, we done been through stuff. And on top of us going through stuff, you know what I mean? My partner, a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? And she, on top of her being a beautiful lady, she handled her business. And she makes sacrifices to go with the things that I got going on, and she played her role in a major way. So it was really a matter of just explaining to the world how fucking dumb I was. It was just a matter of letting the world how dumb I was, and that I done made mistakes. But at the end of the day, I grew from them. You know what I mean?
How so?
Man, because like that was something that really hurt me when I had did that. It was a year and a half ago. I had got caught texting somebody. It really had hurt me though. Just seeing her that way, seeing how much it affected her, it kind of like broke my heart. So like, I had told myself like, I'll try to never put her in those shoes again. Like, that's something that I can't allow myself to do. And I just wanted to let the world know that I wasn't perfect. But the world took it as like, whatever they took it as, and he told the world he cheated unprovoked and ain't nobody asked. And it's like, it's life. At least we doing good now, and we made it past our mistakes. You know what I mean? She ain't got to worry about it being no continuous thing. You know what I mean? Unlike the rest of some of these people.
Yeah.
You heard? So.
I thought about that because what first came to mind when you shared that news, I felt like it wasn't recent. Cause,
it was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It was before my son. My son not even 4 months yet. It was before my son. It was before she was even pregnant. Like, we had just got together. I'm talking about just got together. We ain't even been together 2 years. We just had got together. Still was texting somebody.
Why did you feel like it was the perfect time to put that out to the public, put that information out there? Because I feel like there's a reason for everything, right? So what lesson did you want people to take away from that message?
I wanted people to stop idolizing my relationship. You know what I mean? Because things take a harder turn when, imagine if 2 more years from now, when we getting married, I came out and told the world, or even if like the world never knew. Imagine if the girl who I was texting came out one day and was just like, me and this nigga been texting. Now I got to explain to the world as to why, like, me and her already knew about it. Mm-hmm. But now I got to explain to the world as to why. So instead of it being something like that, it was just a matter of like, all right, look, world, like, me and Shorty done been through stuff. Like, me and my girl, my fault, not Shorty, but me and my girl done been through stuff, and we ain't perfect. It ain't even stuff. We don't went through that. We went through that. You know what I mean? And I ain't perfect, but at the end of the day, we worked it out.
Yeah.
And we going. You know what I mean?
Man, that, like, all this just like makes me wonder, how has like social media affected your relationship?
Man, just from, me broadcasting it so much, Imagine if the world never knew about my girlfriend.
Yeah.
People wouldn't be saying half of the stuff they say. People wouldn't do half of the stuff they do. Imagine if it's just like if the world never knew about bagging Ari, Dirk, and India. Like if the world never knew about these relationships, it'll strictly be music. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted it to be. I just wanted it to be strictly music. So it's getting there.
I saw you make that statement, and the backlash I saw people saying were like, oh, he's jealous. You know, his baby mama's getting more attention to him than his career, so he's trying to focus on his music now. Like, how do you respond to that kind of comment?
I mean, the matter of being jealous, I'll never be jealous. You know what I mean? Because, shit, if it's paying the bills and I got to take the back seat, if she taking over, man, I'ma still pay the bills. But if she, you know what I mean, if that's what's working for her, man, listen, I'ma still make the music on the side, but being jealous, I can never be jealous. You know what I mean? To me, it's crazy. It's like the world. It's easier to paint that narrative. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How could I be jealous when it was just a couple months ago I gave her $30K and her reaction wasn't good? But now her reaction, now it went from me giving her $30K and her not having the best reaction, and I need to break up with her, to now I'm jealous of her. I mean, the world don't know the narrative that they want to paint. They just paint the best narrative, the easiest narrative. They don't paint the best one. Yeah. So I don't really care, bro. I don't care for people's inputs, man. Listen, I'm a mama's boy, you heard? As long as God love me and my mom love me and my son love me, I don't give no fuck who else is. I don't give no fuck what nobody else think. But sometimes you'll catch me, and when I respond, it never be because I give a fuck. It always be because some things gotta be nipped in the bud before they go farther than what they already is. So yeah, I don't know. But to the negative shit, fuck it.
Yeah, they were saying like you were dodging accountability. Do you feel that way at all?
Hell no, I'll take accountability. Shit, I was taking accountability on the live, but they flipped it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what I did was wrong though. You did, because I had no business putting the world in our business and in our relationship. Like, it was invasive, and on top of it being invasive, it was disrespectful to her because it wasn't something that I had talked about with her before I put it out there. It was something that I just put out there. And like with us, we've been on communication, so it was invasive, and it kind of like made her feel like, if you would tell that secret, what else you would tell, and I never do that. I don't like that. So that's a trust that I gotta gain back from her. But then, man, the world knows what's up. I love her.
Yeah, I know. Kevin Hart shared a story once. He said, when his incident happened, he said when he was driving in the car, he could feel it. It's been a year, but do you feel that tension still within the home? Like, does she still be on your ass about certain things?
That's a trust that you gotta get it back, man. Like, at the end of the day, and like, as a woman, it's always gonna be that issue. Like, they always gonna have that thought in the back of their head. You know what I mean? But
are you comfortable with however long it takes for her to get that trust back?
Yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, that's her process. That's something that she got to work on. With me, I caused it. I caused the trauma, so I can't be mad how long it take. I mean, it's a process. I love her though.
I want to discuss a tweet you put out a while ago. You tweeted, and this is just something that's been in the headlines, so why not resurface the tweet? But you tweeted about just how Tory Lanez was being blackballed and how you felt like he was making great music, but you felt like he was being blackballed. But this was a while ago. I don't know if you remember that tweet.
I said that he don't get the respect he deserves. It's just simply about, like, I don't know. I feel like the world, it never really be. I don't think that it's the platforms like the DSPs and all of that. That's really more so doing it. I feel like it's more so of a thing like, the world do something, say something, got an input on something, and then the DSPs follow after whatever the world say. So, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely something that he could get out of though.
Yeah. And I listened to the conversation you had with academics. Yeah. I watched the whole thing on Spotify, and you revisit that also. Yeah. And you talked about that, but like to not Tory Lanez specifically, but your label mate, your South Coast label mate, DaBaby. You allude to that a little bit, but do you feel like that is really happening? And I want to go into that because Russ just made a statement a few days ago, and I kind of want to hear your opinions on that.
When it comes to that, I don't know, bro. Like, I hope I never know what it feel like to be blackballed, and I don't really know what it even means to be blackballed. So like I can't really say if they being blackballed or not, but I definitely feel like the world not giving them the credit that they deserve. Yeah, it's fucked up. So I don't know. I don't really know if they being blackballed, bro.
Did you saw Russ' statement?
Yeah, I seen Russ' statement, but
do you think it's blackball or just receiving consequences for actions?
With Tory, it's like you can't say he receiving consequences for actions because if he did, he would be in jail. And then with Baby, it's like I forgot what even happened with him, so I can't even say if he being blackballed for real, for real. I think it was something at like Rolling Loud. He did something at Rolling Loud or something like that. I don't know, but that just go to show you the world will love you one day and hate you the next. It's weird.
But that makes me think about personally when you look at guys like Youngboy, because I'm a Youngboy fan, and you see how successful he is, right. And you do see how he is somehow being blackballed, especially on radio. Yeah. You don't get the spins that he should, but so you can see that happening. But then the argument is he's still successful, so it's like if he could do it, that's why I see where Russ is coming from.
Yeah, with him though, it's like he had a different success story. You know what I'm saying? He had a longer run. He had a different story. He been hot since we was in high school, since I was in high school. You know what I mean? So it's like with him, it's called like I said, it's hard to blackball a nigga who don't give a fuck.
So let's get to the EP. Boys Don't Cry. You know what I want to know, like what are some ways that Toosii has proven himself since your 2019? You know, when you put out, because Red Lights kind of was the hit that kind of initiate everything. So what are some ways you feel like you've proven yourself since then?
Man, honestly, bro, just trying to stay consistent, and then on top of trying to stay consistent, just putting out good music and still interacting with the fans in a way. I feel like I've proven myself from, you know, being able to show various flows, because I mean, you know, you spoke on Red Lights, like a lot of people don't know about Red Lights. A lot of people don't know that Red Lights was my actual first hit before the love cycles, before the love songs, like, you know, all the shit that people listen to now. Like, people don't know that before it was love songs, like, I was rapping about real pain. You know what I mean? So, just being able to show various flows, I think I proved myself in that category. You know what I mean? Being an artist and not just being a singer or a rapper.
And you feel like, I mean, I guess that's the part of my next question was going to be like the maturity aspect of it. Yeah. But I guess that is the part of maturing.
Most definitely. I definitely feel like I'm mature when it comes to the music. You know what I mean, just taking those steps and diving into, you know, the things that the fans want, the things that matter, and being able to just say like, hey, I'm gonna do what matter for me. I'm gonna do what I like to do, and I'm gonna do what the fans like to do, and not what somebody else telling me.
Yeah. In Red Light, you talked about how your three friends murder your granddad. Yeah. And I just, from hearing that lyrics, I've always wanted to hear your perspective on that. And now, if we look at it, that was 2019 when you let that out. Yeah. But fast forward, how do you still feel about that scenario?
I was young. I was young when that had came about. Honestly, though, I feel like, you know, it was something that I really couldn't control. You know, it's an ongoing case right now. And I try not to now, because I used to be a little bit more open to speaking about it, but now I try not to speak about it as much, because it's crazy part. I just talked to my grandma like 2 days ago, and she still go to court for the cases and stuff. I mean, every day she's still going, every other month she's still going to court for the cases and fighting the case. You know what I mean? So I try not to speak on that too much, because I mean, she's still dealing with that, but I mean, it was definitely something that don't happen every day. Yeah.
Do you get PTSD from that?
Nah, never. Nah, it's life. You know, things in life happen, and we can't control what happens. So, but nah, I don't never get PTSD from it.
And one last question. You also said a while ago, long time ago, that Toosii Slide helped you a lot.
Yeah,
when Drake put that out.
Yeah.
Have there been any conversations since that record came out?
Nah, it definitely helped me because I mean, it had people thinking that. I mean, it helped me, but didn't help me. But
Well, I mean, conversation with Drake specifically. Have you had?
nah, I never talked to him. But like, as far as like the Toosii slide, like it just helped because people thought it. I mean, it helped because people thought it was about me, but it ain't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, all right, man. The EP "Boys Don't Cry" is out right now.
Most definitely.
There's 2 songs out right now that I listen to. The rest will be
Heartaches, Love Is.
Yep. Great records, man.
I
appreciate you for your time. Continue to mature, continue to grow,
Definitely.
continue to give us growth in your music, man.
Man, I appreciate the interview and I appreciate the support, bro.
Thank you, man. All right, y'all. It's Capone News. Toosii is here. We'll see y'all, man.
Know what it is.